Hello, everybody. Welcome back here, and kind of like giving you some little bit of heads up in your twin flame journey about what is that comes in of this misunderstanding that leads to most of the situations of separations of not properly going on through your journey in the twin flame, and what is that kind of like screws up. So maybe it's gonna help on some of you on the journey in there, and you can understand it a little bit better. Some of the stuff you're not gonna understand at the beginning, but if you're understanding this kind of like situations for it, it might help you early in the beginning of awakening as a twin flame. Talking to you about the expectations. I'm going to be talking to you about the visions that comes in with the first ignitions that goes on in there, and a lot of the misunderstandings related with all this. And when we're talking about with all this in there, when you get ignited, you getting the energies of what it should be, what it goes on, that leads to a union, that leads into something more beautiful, a love that you never experienced there. And as soon as it's processed within you, but it's not processed properly within yourself because you still have to overcome the old belief system compared to the new belief system. And that is leading you to begin to following the path of expectations. Okay. You're expecting this to happen because you saw it within your visions, you saw it within your energies, and you saw it deeply inside of you as an energy. Okay. And talking about this expectations in there, I pulled some a little bit examples of explanations about what the expectations is, but not only the expectations, because the expectations not based on the realities, they become an assumption. So what is the expectation? So I'm going to read it to you. Expectation is a strong belief that something will happen or be the case, and a belief that someone will or should achieve something. That is leading into the next point about it, that you're gonna have some expectations. You gotta have expectations, but the what the expectations are based out of it. 90% of the twin flames and the soul connections and the energies connections, however it's in your case, inside of it within, they're based of this expecting that the other side is gonna do what you think they should. And without expectations when it fails, because the other side also have expectations that you're going to do what you were expected to do. But those expectations, okay, is based out of the belief that this is going to happen, the love is going to happen, the situations is going to happen. But you need to understand that belief without work is only an energy, is only an opportunity, and that is a leading to a hopes. You go into this hopes of belief that something will happen because it's something that you want, without the realizations that those expectations based not on the reality of what is going on, not in the reality that this person maybe don't want to talk to you, maybe this communications, this energy is only a one-sided, maybe the energy is totally different, ignited within yourself, you saw what you were missing, maybe those are things that it's inside of it within you. And here it's coming the two sides of the expectations. Okay, the one side of the expectation is about you to go ahead and have the expectations of other people doing things for you. Okay, and that is going to be leading you to disasters. Okay, and the other side of the expectations, though, is when you're reaching your goal from within you, because your expectations are covered of what you are going to do based on your abilities within yourself, your own abilities within you. Now your expectations are covered because of what you know you're going to be act, behave, work with the energy, improving in yourself, and so on. And that is the expectations that you're going to have when you have the determinations to reach your goal. Okay. But when the expectations are really doesn't match what you want, that leads to drama, disappointments, trauma, and so on and so on. So be mindful about your the way you perceive and understand expectations. Expectations you can have towards your own self, which is that is what your belief system it is proving within yourself within actions and a base of your belief system. But if your belief system is based off nothing that it's done within reality in there, okay, that is leading you not to expectations. That leads you to something even lower than that. It's called assumptions. And when you assume too much, you begin to be naive. And when you begin to be naive, guess what? You can easily misunderstanding the things that are within the 5D that they don't have no coverage within the 3D. And I hope you understand that whatever is in a 5D, it has to be matching in the 3D. Whatever is within the 3, it's telling you there is some issues in there within the 5D. And when you determine what's going on within your twin flames journey with another or within yourself, that is going to be determined the offset. And what I'm talking about, the offset, it is about how much off you are within. If it's something within a 5D is matching your 3D right here, those two become the reality. Okay, the reality is the way it is. You have the reality in the 3D and you have the reality in the 5D. But if you have in a 5D, there is an offset that doesn't match the 3D right here. Here is your offset. You can determine it how much offset you are. You can write it down on a piece of paper. I have this and this and this on 5D. And how much of this 5D that you write it down, it is covered in the 3D. How much of that has actually happened? It's performed within the 3D. Okay? So if you write 10 things in there, it's only matching 20% of within the 3D. Where is the rest of the 80%? You're offset. You need to make an adjustments in there within your system and understanding that probably the most of the things that you are feeling inside of yourself, they're based of the assumption. And let me tell you what the assumption is. Assumption is a thing accepted as a true or a certainty happened without the proof. And this is the one thing that you should look at it in there because most of the people in the community, they're looking at that missing 80% without looking at the truth. And then what happens is that 80% begins to activate it and is active more within first one within yourself. But don't forget about it. You're working with energies, then that 80% it's passing over within the community itself. So by looking at within yourself, please go ahead, do that little exercise. Write it down what you happen within your 5D, looking at what's going on within the 3D, and you're going to be able to determine, first of all, your offset, what is your thinkings are, because whatever matching the 3D is matching the 5D, and you're going to see what you need to change of your processing in there and remove those assumptions and expectations towards somebody or whatever your imaginations is in there, because your imaginations and your expectations on the base of imaginations lead you astray, because you say I feel, I get, and so on, and nothing happens. What is it that going on, dear? because a lot of the people comes in with the one same questions. I dreamed, I felt, I know, I can tell, and so on, but it doesn't happen. What is it that your 5D imaginations and expectations, they are not based on you? They're not based on you. They are based on somebody else. Your expectations towards somebody else, what somebody else will do for you. But when those expectations within yourself is about to determine whatever happens in it's contributed to a goal or to a goal oriented and directed behavior, then you're gonna reach your own personal goal of understanding and properly work between the 5D reality and the 3D realm. That they're gonna be in the same. Whatever it's upstairs is the same things downstairs. And from that point, you're gonna make this adjustment within yourself, and that adjustment is gonna put you on the right path, back into yourself, and you're gonna be able to walk into that journey, and then whatever is going to happen is going to happen. But if you're walking within a journey that is based of assumptions and expectations that something will definitely gonna happen and so on, but it's nothing happened because you seeking at them to do something and they're seeking at you to do something, and their expectations doesn't match, because whatever you want them to do, you should do to yourself. Whatever they want from you, they should do it themselves. And when nobody works do the work, it's only an energy that is being given to it. But later on, that energy turns to something else, turns to expectations and assumptions, because nobody wants to do the work. But if you do the work, specifically that work is going to tell you how much you're offset of the real path, of the real work that you need to do as a twin flame on your journey. All right, guys. Hopefully that video helps you out, and helps out to the community in there. If you guys have any questions or anything, you guys can connect me. The email is down below, and hopefully everything is gonna work out for you to put yourself back on a track where you supposed to be according to your journey and according to your destiny, guys. Be love.